Welcome. Here, we break down complex electrical engineering concepts into simple, practical, and engaging explanations. So stay connected with the world of electrical engineering. Hello everyone. Today we will learn about the construction of a carbon composition resistor. Let's understand how manufacturers build this simple yet important electronic component. The main materials. A carbon composition resistor uses two primary materials. The first material is carbon powder, which we also call graphite. This carbon powder conducts electricity. The second material is ceramic clay powder. This clay acts as an insulator and binds everything together. Step 1. Mixing the materials. The manufacturing process starts with mixing. Workers take fine carbon powder and ceramic clay powder. They mix these two materials in a specific ratio. This ratio is very important. If they add more carbon, the resistor will have low resistance. If they add more clay, the resistor will have high resistance. This mixture determines the final resistance value. Step 2. Forming the cylinder. Next, manufacturers compress this mixed powder. They use high pressure to shape it into a small cylinder. The cylinder looks like a tiny rod. This compression makes the mixture dense and uniform. The size of this cylinder also affects the resistance value. Step 3. Inserting the leads. Now comes an important step. Workers insert metal wire leads into both ends of the cylinder. These leads are usually made of tinned copper wire. They push these leads deep into the soft mixture. These leads will later connect the resistor to circuit boards. Step 4. Baking process. After inserting the leads, they bake the entire assembly. The baking happens at very high temperature, often above 300 degrees Celsius. This heat treatment hardens the mixture. The carbon and clay bond together permanently. The leads also get firmly embedded during this process. Step 5. Applying the protective coating. Once the baking completes and the resistor cools down, manufacturers apply a protective coating. They use epoxy resin or phenolic material for this coating. This coating protects the resistor from moisture, dust, and physical damage. It also provides electrical insulation on the outside. Step 6. Color coding. Finally, they paint colored bands on the body. Usually, they paint 4 or 5 colored bands. These bands indicate the resistance value, tolerance, and sometimes the temperature coefficient. Each color represents a specific number or multiplier. The final product. And there you have it. The carbon composition resistor is now complete. You can see the cylindrical body with color bands and 2 metal leads sticking out from both ends. This simple construction made these resistors very popular in early electronics. Why this construction matters? The beauty of this construction is its simplicity. The carbon particles spread throughout the entire body. This creates multiple conducting paths. Unlike film resistors, where resistance comes from a thin layer, here the entire volume contributes to resistance. This makes them excellent at handling voltage surges and high energy pulses. Thank you for watching. Now you understand how manufacturers construct carbon composition resistors step by step. Thanks for watching. We hope this video helped you understand electrical engineering concepts better. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Stay with us and stay updated with more videos on transmission lines, substations, and power systems. Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and keep the power flowing.